Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are tackling a long overdue and very exciting task on my to-do list, which is my spice cabinet. When we bought this house, I'm gonna give you like a little brief tour of the kitchen. It's by no means all encompassing, but just to give like some context. This is the like cabinet next to the cooktop. And this actually doesn't look as bad. I kind of already started. This is what was storage for the spices. It's terrible. It's a terrible idea. I'm 5'4", so like that's my hand, right? Like I can't go any further back. It's like a fall hazard for me. It's a whole mess. So one of the nice things that we have in this house is we have this kind of wall of, I love this wall so much. It's like a storage wall, and I have huge drawers. So I'm going to change this drawer out to where it's gonna be storage for spices. It's also advised, chefs and other cooks advise keeping spices away from heat. So it makes sense to have spices away from where you'd be cooking. It also is gonna be helpful for visibility because that's just like anything's better than that. So today I'm going to empty this out, wipe it down. I'm also getting a delivery of a bunch of 4-ounce containers from Le Parfait that I'm going to use for spice storage, just so it's cleaner, it's easier to see, it's much more uniform. I can also gauge for freshness better, all of the things that I love. Yeah, but I just wanted to get the ball rolling and start making some headway because I'm getting very annoyed that I have not done so yet. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is just sorting through the spices to see what's expired and what's not. It also, honestly, and I'm not throwing them away right away, so I'm just walking through this. Not expired, expired. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep a list of everything that I have to replace, and I'm gonna source them better, because you know what I mean, I've got those new containers. And the other thing I wanna do, I just wanna elevate the whole thing. So I kind of am thinking this makes most sense because I can tackle as much of this as possible at once. I can get better spices, I can get them in the right size, I can get them from really reputable spice merchants. And then from there, I can also, this is connected to a larger like design issue that I've got, but I'm not dealing with this for at least a couple of years. So I just want to make progress towards the goal. But yeah, so I'm going to go through all of this. I'm going to sort it all out. And then from there, I'm going to have a list of what I just didn't use. Like these, I don't think I ever used them. And then what I definitely need to buy, or, whatever. And then kind of go from there. Okay, so here's where we're at. This is everything that's still good. This is empty aside from like cooking string and toothpicks. And then this is everything I need to either replace or not repurchase. Like some of the stuff, like these blends, I'm not rebuying these things because honestly, I want more control. The more I get into cooking, I've been doing this for quite a while now, I really want the control. I want to be able to manipulate the flavor, you know what I mean, and get it exactly how I want it, fine tune, all that kind of fun stuff. So these things I'm not replacing. Things I've just had for a while that I kind of buried and forgot about, or I've bought curry powder I've replaced elsewhere. This kind of stuff, yeah. So sifting through this, pitching what I'm not going to replace, and then I'm going to log what I am going to replace, and then get an order going for that. It'll also help me, I'm kind of glad I did it this way too, because it'll help me visualize. I think I ordered 36 jars, so it'll help me see how much I have left, so I have how much room I have to play. You know what I mean? Because I'd like to be able to order some more stuff, but I'd like to be a little bit more discerning about it, and not just as impulsive as I kind of have been. And I'd rather do it this way too, because that way it'll help me with size, like how much space do I actually have, blah, 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 blah. So this is just the very beginning, but long overdue, but we're finally getting it done. All right, y'all, I just thought I would do a little bit of a check-in. My jars have arrived and I have sterilized half of them. So this is kind of where I'm at. I've already decanted, you can see like 6 spices into like their respective jars, and I put these little labels on them on the bottom. The labels came from Amazon. These are 4-ounce Superterline jars from Le Parfait. I'll link them below. But what I've done is I've just like I edited through and all the good ones. Spices that still have plenty of time left. I put them in these, so at least they're all like, you know, consistent, cohesive. It's like, you know what I mean, it's easier to navigate. And then when you flip them over, it'll tell you what it is and when it expires. So I figured I'd like kind of check in and give you a bit of an idea on what I'm doing. And then I'm writing the expiry date as well. So that way I am fully informed and we are good to go. So jar 1, which is ground allspice, locked and loaded. Kind of doing 6 at a time. So if I get kind of over it, I can stop without feeling like, oh God, what did I do? Okay, so it's the next day and this is where we are. This is all 36 jars. These kind of stickery ones aren't filled yet. I've got 6 I have to fill still, but I need to order fresh spices to do so it's fine. I just wanted to get them kind of out of the way. These are obviously not in the same container. These are Momofuku spice blends. I bought these not that long ago. It's like a seasoned salt combo, tingly, savory, spicy, so I kept those. I have some fresh harissa paste I kept as well. And then I figured, like, you know, this is kind of nice too because it gives me a little bit, you can tell here with the way it's laid out, there's a little bit of a buffer. So if I wanted to have like, you know, some sort of like a little sachet of something or like a tube of something, I could, you know what I mean? But that way it fits perfect, it clears fine, so much better. And then if you like weren't sure what something was, you just pick it up, you flip it over, and it tells you what it is and when it expires. So excellent.